Today, we're going to spend some time talking about the different iterations and all the details that have to do with distributions. We're going to state the ordering rules for calculating a partner's tax basis. We're going to try to understand a little bit better where distributions kind of fall in that order. So where do they fall in relation to income and gains? Where do they fall in relation to expenses and losses? Because that's going to help us figure out whether or not there's going to be a gain or loss on the transaction when it comes to distributions. We are going to describe the key differences between liquidating and non-liquidating distributions. Now, occasionally you will hear the term current liquidations. A current liquidation is the same thing as a non-liquidating distribution. So sometimes you might hear the term liquidating and current distributions to describe the two different types of distributions that are out there. Don't let that throw you off. That's just terminology. I personally prefer the term non-liquidating distribution because, in my opinion, it's more descriptive. However, sometimes you will hear practitioners say current distributions. Again, don't let that throw you off. We're going to determine any applicable tax gains and losses on cash and property distributions. So what sort of things are going to trigger tax gains and losses when we have these distribution types? So I'm going to take you through all of the major iterations of distributions so that we can see situations where this could be a problem. We're then going to state the ordering rules for hybrid distributions that involve both cash and property. So again, what happens if you have the rarest of rare and you have a situation where you're distributing not only cash, but property too? What's the ordering there? Which comes first? And ultimately, does it matter? And I will tell you that it does. And so we'll spend a couple of minutes talking about that as well. So lots of ground to cover. Again, it's going to be distributions, distributions, and of course, more distributions.